where do I even begin? Oh, I should go to Morpher. Because you never know when you're going to need a prop. Or a few. 3 days, Ranger Nation. 3 days until we get Beast Morphers. Yes! And that's when I'm recording this. March 2nd is going to be the premiere. No, we do not know the theme. No, we don't know anything else about that. But we know a lot of other stuff about the show. And so, welcome to the second and last installment of Beast Morphers. Everything we know so far. End of February, end of pre-show, I guess everything we know. I'm hoping I will get absolutely everything. If I miss something, I apologize. I'm only human, but wow, we got a lot of stuff. And we're going to go ahead and start with the Rangers. So this is going to be an interesting, I'm going to talk about the Ranger, their stuff, their action figures and whatever. I'm going to try to cover it by section. So stay with me, guys. Let's hope we do a good job. So we're going to start with the Rangers, and we're going to go from there. Our Red Ranger is Devin Daniels. Side note about him, we also have a Mayor Daniels, who we're pretty sure is going to be his dad. Yay, daddy issues right off the bat. Maybe not, I don't know. It's just, it probably will happen. So Devin Daniels is going to be our Red Ranger, and he gets a lot of fun stuff with it. He's going to have Red Fury mode, or just Fury mode, I guess I should say, which we saw from an earlier leaked picture from the set. And we also now have, we know he's going to be getting his figure, because that is also going to be coming out. So we have that. He's also going to be getting the Cheetah Blaster, which is going to be, I'm not sure if it's his own unique weapon. We learned that he's going to be using it in the cockpit and potentially not in the cockpit as well. So he has the Cheetah Blaster. That thing is going to be coming out in spring. I believe it retails for only like $15, something like that. It's going to be shooting Nerf darts. I'm excited. And also with cheetahs, we're going to have the Cheetah Blade is going to be coming out. It seems to be a cheaper, there's going to be no electronics or anything in it, but it's going to be just a fun play sword that they have coming out with it. Now, what's also going to come out with all these figures, what is the Red Ranger going to use? He's going to use a key to morph. Now, I'll be talking about that a little bit more with the Morpher, but as I mentioned, all of these toys, please keep in mind that any of the basic figures are going to be coming with Morph X keys, which the Rangers are going to be using in their Beast X Morpher. Everything is X. Extreme Power Rangers, circa 1999. Red Ranger is going to be using the Cheetah Beast Bot going into the Megazord form. It's going to have 3 separate forms. There's going to be Cheetah, there's going to be his actual Mecha Zord form, and then it's also going to be a bike is going to be the other one. That one's not coming out till fall, and it's going to be retailing for $29.99. The Red Ranger's Zord can be a Zord just to fight on its own, and actually all of the Zords do fight on their own a little bit, which is why they have a lot of different forms, and also why they're more expensive, but they look beautiful. Moving on to our Blue Ranger, Ravi, no last name, do not know it yet. His Beast Bot is going to be named Smash, and he has a gorilla and a wheel form. It's called the Wheeler Zord. So he has the Wheeler form, and then it's going to turn into Smash the gorilla. And if I didn't mention in the Red Rangers, his Beast Bot is named Cruz. No special toys named or anything for the Blue Ranger, though we did get to see he has a mask coming out, those $9.99, just basic plain mask. You know, Red and Blue Rangers are definitely getting those. No sign of a Yellow Ranger yet in any of the listings or product photos. Let's move on to Zoe. Zoe, who, and honestly, I can't remember her last name right now. I actually have very minimal notes right now, guys. This is all from my head. I almost feel bad that I have all of this just in my head. The Yellow Ranger, she is going to have the Beast Bot Jax, who is a bunny. It's going to have a Jackrabbit and a Copter mode. Again, but so the Blue Ranger's Zord is $24.99. The Yellow Ranger Zord is also going to be $24.99. All Zords come out in fall. However, the things that do come out in spring, I'll make sure I tell you. Oh, and when can we start buying the toys? Probably not until April 1st. I've been seeing some things saying March 1st, but I thought legally they can't start selling any toys until April 1st. So we're going into this show. How crazy is it? We're going into a Power Ranger season, not having toys already, not having all of the sounds and knowing exactly what they're going to say. It's kind of cool. It also, I need my toys. I need my toys. Yellow Ranger, her figure though, her 6-inch basic figure. I love that all the basic figures are going to be coming with a bunch of different weapons. Yes, they are painted. They have a lot more detail. They come with the Beast X keys. And the Yellow Ranger, while she's wearing a skirt, has amazing posability and flexibility that they demonstrated for us in the displays. So don't worry, fans who go, I want a full team. I want a full team being able to kick butt and take names. And I hate that my Yellow Ranger, my female figures, just stand there. Yay! Huzzah! We have a Yellow Rangers with posability. Before we get to villains, let's talk a little bit about the other characters we're gonna get. We have Ben and Betty. Don't really know a lot about them. These guys are the biggest mystery, I think, as to what characters are actually going to be. Are they going to be, we saw in the trailer, and yes, the trailer has came out at this point. You do probably know that, though. But we did see people in lab coats, so maybe they're people who work in the lab, maybe they're assistants, maybe they're the comedy duo for this season. Who knows? I love it. I love, for as much as I know, for as much as I'm telling you guys, there are still so many things we do not know about this show that we will hopefully be getting on the first episode. It's called Beasts Unleashed, by the way. Scientists tap into the morphing grid, and evil computer virus starts taking over. Evox. He's a big snake. He's a danger noodle. Oh, I hate danger noodles. Let's bring up Nate, though. Nate is someone, it hasn't been public, okay? But I'm gonna tell you that he's the character. We need a Gold Ranger. Nate's been spotted wearing a gold hoodie. Okay, that's maybe spoilery a bit, but since all of the toys are coming out really early, you would think all of this is going to be happening really early in the show. The Gold Ranger is going to have another one of those $30 mechas that are coming out in fall because they have 3 different forms. It's going to have a construction vehicle, a wrecker, and a mantis form. Okay, that's a mantis. Sure. So let's get into our villains. Big villain, Evox. He's going to be that snake that apparently, you know, hacks into the grid or whatever. But he's going to be the big bad. Now, we did learn through the toys that are going to be listed. Talking about like toys like the 6-inch figure and stuff for the Gold Ranger. Those aren't going to be coming out until fall. So you're not going to be seeing those in the first wave. So keep an eye out for those later. But if you want to go ahead and talk about the villains, Evox is going to have his own key because he has an actual corporeal form. Is corporeal the right word to use right there, guys? Just let me know if I completely screwed that up. He has a solid form, and we found out about it because of the toys that they already have out showing us. It says, hey, this is Evox, this is his form. So I don't feel so bad telling you guys that he's going to get a solid form whenever the toy and everything Hasbro is telling us is also telling us that. So he's going to get a form, he is going to get a key, he looks like he's probably going to get a bunch of sports channels from the head that he has, and I don't even know if I'm going to have a picture of his form up. In the snake one, we saw these 2 people show up, and those 2 people, Blaze and Roxy. If it's not Blaze and Roxy, I will eat my words. I will make my words out of spaghetti noodles, but I will eat them because that's got to be Blaze and Roxy. They're wearing those corresponding colors. Blaze is wearing the red. Roxy is wearing the yellow. If you noticed on Roxy, her toy that came from Japan over to America, they changed the color from purple to yellow. What was very interesting. So that was that was a big thing that we learned looking at the toys, is that it's yellow, and then you see Roxy standing next to Blaze, standing with Evox, and they're wearing the yellow stuff. Lots of stuff, and I've heard, I don't know if it's speculation or what, but basically Blaze is going to be the evil form of Devin, and Roxy is going to be the evil form of Zoe. I guess Evox is the evil form of the Blue Ranger, or maybe Robbie is just like, he's too cool. He's too cool, he doesn't even need one. He might not, honestly. I mean, he looks pretty good. That suit, I gotta tell you, of all the suits, blue is my favorite. The color blue on that black is gorgeous. Absolute favorite suit of Beast Morphers. I guess I do need to bring up this Silver Ranger that I kind of forgot. We know nothing about him either. Don't know who he's going to be. In the Sentai, he was a robot, so it could just be a voiced character, but really don't know much else about him. His Zord is going to be, I'm assuming it's going to be him. I don't really think they changed gender on the robot. Maybe. But these toys are going to be coming out. It's again in fall, $24.99, because it has 2 forms. The Silver Ranger has the jet form and the scarab form. Again, doesn't really look like, I mean, I guess that one kind of looks like a scarab. More than the other one looked like a mantis. Get out of here. Cybervillain Blaze. Yeah, back to Blaze, that guy. Cybervillain Blaze is what his official name is, so we know, ta-da, he is not gonna be a good guy, but he has a ranger form. It's probably an evil ranger form, which is crazy. So that's also the evil Cybervillain Blaze is coming out in the first assortment of toys in spring. Again, all of them, remember when I'm talking about these toys, $9.99 for your basic 6-inch figure assortment, by the way. So we're getting an inch taller, more paint, more proportions, no more roided out Rangers with all of this. It's fantastic. I'm so excited to own these figures. But Cybervillain Blaze, you get him early. If you put his key into the Morpher, it corrupts the Morpher. So when I'm mentioning these keys and stuff, you're like, yeah, but what, are they just a collectible? No, they all go in the Morpher, and they're all gonna have their own unique sounds. I think Roxy has a key. The Tronics, who are going to be the Foot Soldiers, mentioned that. Foot Soldiers are going to be known as Tronics this year. They're also going to be coming out in the spring assortment and will have their own key. Having Blaze, I mean, they were reshooting so much, and this is just another, this is a little factoid, but they had to recreate the suits, the monster suits, everything. You know, it had been too long since they used them over in Japan. They had decayed. So might as well, I'm so excited to see all of this new footage, because if they're making new footage and they're going to throw Blaze, the suit in the Sentai stuff wasn't until like the second half of the show. They're clearly setting this up for very, very early in the show, and that makes me so excited, because we are going to see... The thing of the original footage that makes me so happy is because it isn't them trying to fit the story, or them trying to fit the footage, they make the footage fit their story, not kind of the other way around. Really excited to see what they're going to be doing with all of those. So we've covered Evox, Blaze, and Roxy, all gonna get a figure. Don't have Zords or anything coming out yet. Thank God, if we could get, if we had villains with Zords in the first, save me Zordon. Okay, what else should we talk about? We have lots of toy news, of course, that we're going to talk about but I do want to bring up something about the GB. A few people have mentioned, how are they going to get away from the GB on everything? Grid Battle Force, guys. That is what GB stands for. They put it on things, and they actually have a backpack. So this is swinging over to some merch stuff. I need this backpack, guys. It looks awesome. It's this like tactical issue Grid Battle Force backpack that they said they're going to be using in the show, and you can purchase in retailers. I don't know about you guys, if you're going to be going back to school, and if ages of YouTube statistics show anything, we are all out of school. But you can take it to work, and it's not like a huge Power Ranger thing. You can be nerdy at work and out in public to yourself and other people who get it. I would flip if somebody was like, oh, you got a Beast Morphers job. Yes, I do. Is that the future, though? Is Hasbro's really trying to make this big? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I've talked about the mechas. They are all going to be combining. You're going to have the Beast Morphers, Beast X Zord, and then you're also going to, they're showing you already this early the Ultra Zord. Now you're not going to be able to buy all this stuff to make it until this fall, but holy crap, they're showing us the Ultra Zord already, which is pretty bonkers. The price is also pretty bonkers, because it's going to cost you $135 plus tax just to make it. Okay, Liz, whew. All right. It's a little tough to swallow sometimes. If those are not in your price points, because I totally feel you on that. They're also going to be making budget Megazords, which still have a ton of playability and functionality. There's going to be ones that don't come apart, but have like lights and sounds and react to how you move them, which I think is really cool. One of them, like just for example, this is my Legacy Megazord, but it's like if you put it upside down, it's supposed to say, whoa, we're upside down. Like, how cool is that? It's going to know when you're playing with it, and it's going to be able to respond to it. That it's just going to give you a lot more playability with it for all price points. I think they're going to have them as cheap as like $15, probably all the way going up to $40, depending on what you want to get in your budget. But Megazord's not the only thing you're going to be spending your money on. Of course, we do have all of these awesome roleplay toys that are coming out. I already talked about the Cheetah Blaster, the Cheetah Blade, but we do have the Beast X Saber. It looks really cool. We get to see a little bit of it at New York Toy Fair. It kind of hums like almost like a lightsaber, like it's pulsing with energy. It's going to be reactive. I mean, imagine looking at, think of Star Wars toys, how these awesome, you know, what a $30 lightsaber can do, except it's going to be Power Rangers, and it's better because it's Power Rangers. I like Star Wars too. Don't fight. Let's talk. All right, guys. Let's talk. All right, guys. Let's talk about this Morpher right here. This is not the Beast Morphers one. That's not coming out until spring. It's going to be $29.99, but I do want to show you this is where the keys are going to be coming in. Yes, the Morpher, they have shown us these sunglasses are going to be popping up. out of it. There is a dial right here. This also will be turning. This button, however, was not, and it might be a little tough for you to totally see this button right here. It was not used in the Japanese one, and it looks like it will be used for the American one, probably because this was to make more sounds and stuff, and it looks like they've had to move it. You can't use this for the sunglasses to come out if you're using this for the keys, so we'll see how exactly that goes. This thing is going to be epic. I'm just gonna put, it actually does fit my wrist, but you won't have to worry about the Beast Morphers one fitting on your wrist, guys, because it's actually going to have, I believe, a Velcro wrist strap on it. I saw guys 6 feet, 250 pounds, fits their wrist, okay? So it's going to be fantastic for cosplayers, for Rangers of all ages. Because what do I say? There's no age limit to being a Ranger. Anybody can be a Ranger. It's in your heart, man. And apparently in the Morpher, which can fit on your wrist. The fact that this thing is going to have so much functionality with all of these keys that you're going to be getting for free. This isn't like you have to spend $10 on 3 keys. You spend $10 on a figure, a painted figure with weapons, with painted weapons, and you get a key! That they can use the key as a sword. Hasbro, just shut up and take my money, guys! Breaking in the Lightning Collection, I don't want to forget to mention that to you, the Red and Gold Ranger are going to be in the second wave of the Lightning Collection. So if you're liking the $10 figures and you said, man, I can't wait to, I wish I could get something bigger for Beast Morphers, both of those guys will be out. They did not have the Gold Ranger out on display though, and either one, they didn't have a prototype at all ready, or 2, they didn't want to have a civilian head because he hasn't technically been announced who the Gold Ranger is. But back to the Morpher, this thing, when it's on your wrist, you move it, it's gonna do the sounds, it's voice activated, you actually have to say, it's morphin' time. It just, the hype, guys, is so much. The trailer, I did a trailer reaction, I've been breaking down Beast Morphers for you guys for so many months, and to have it be almost here is it's just super exciting, and I hope you guys are excited for it also. Don't forget to set your DVRs, guys. There is that time change. It's very early. It's at 7 a.m. Central Time. So for me, I'll be waking up about normal time or earlier on a Saturday just to get to watch it. I want to watch it live. Even if I go back to sleep after it's over, I want to watch it live. I want to be able to live tweet. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, Ranger_Liz, if you would like to follow along with all of it. It's where I post things multiple times a day, so you can stay caught up on all of the newest Ranger information as it goes. And also, if you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget about the bell notification, and you will be notified anytime I post a new video. And since you stayed all the way to the very end, I'm going to be a part of something, and it is officially announcing Friday. Yes, that's right, guys. The day before Beast Morphers, because I had nothing else to do on Beast Morphers. Thanks, Chris. But it's going to be officially announced on Friday. I know not everybody's going to be as excited about it as I am, but I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are too. Just in a way. If you enjoy me and my content, I think you will like what I'm going to be a part of. Well, 3 days, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do for Thursday video, or if I'm going to. I have no idea, because I've got 2 more videos coming out, and I don't know, kind of want to live stream Friday even, or Saturday. It's just, I'm full of Beast Morphers hype, guys, and I hope you are too. My name is Ranger Liz. Thank you guys so much for staying to the end of the video. It means the world to me. I love you all. Beast Morphers hype. Saturday, guys. Mwah! See you then. Bye! Videos. Subscribe, bell notification, or there.